AdamHarry from BoLS with a very special guest.
I'm Stable Abe.
And we're taking a look inside the new Honor and Treachery, the battle for Ravenwood. This is the Wrath of Kings starter from Cool Mini or Not. So, Abe, how much do you know about Wrath of Kings?
I know pretty much nothing about Wrath of Kings.
Fair enough, man. I haven't taken a look inside this box yet, so I'm pretty excited about that. But I got a demo game a couple years ago at Gen Con 2015 for Wrath of Kings. I really like the system. We got some of the models, played around with it a little bit. But what really draws me to the system is just the models.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Very cool looking models. Yeah. Gentleman is constantly poking me like, Adam, can we play? Adam, can we play? So it's a really fun system, really great looking models. Again, I haven't opened this yet. Abe and I haven't looked inside. I have no idea what's inside, what's in store for this box. So we do know the back of the box has some cool models.
Pretty cool models. Yeah.
But this one got a little dinged up. We actually picked this up at Gen Con 2016.
All right,
so
let's get in there.
Let's get in here. Here we go. Honor and Treachery. All right, folks, here we go. Abe and I have just taken the plastic wrap off. We haven't opened the box yet.
I mean, first thing I can say about the box is, wow, look at the poor quality. I mean, there's giant gashes on it.
That was done by the airport. That was not. So,
okay.
Well,
my apologies.
Theoretically, I don't want to point fingers.
To 5 houses in Cool Mini or Not.
Yeah, no, it was not. Those boxes. That was done in transportation.
I mean, it could be a cool like weathering effect that they were trying out, right?
Maybe, yeah. But here's the back of the box.
Okay.
Again, mostly undamaged. It did get banged up. That was our bad. So just packing it in our luggage. But yeah, it's a pretty cool looking box set. Here we have the Goritsi, which are kind of the supernatural. They also have like vampire.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're supernatural style. And these are the Nazir, which are the. And I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. Like. Nobody told us the proper enunciations, whatever. Nazir, these guys are kind of martial guys that have some Oni demon influence stuff as well. Yeah, they're pretty cool. There's another faction that's more Oni, but whatever. They have cool masks, which I really like. Right. They do a lot of group attacks and makes them really, really deadly. But this is the new, again, 2-player Wrath of King starter.
Sweet.
I'm pretty pumped about this one.
The art's beautiful.
Yeah, even with the damage to the box, you can tell the art looks really good. So. All right, ooh, okay, so it's all sealed up. These are the quick start rules. Ashman, Hakar, so we'll open that up. I'll give this to Abe in a minute. It looks like we got some stuff, like, again, that got punched out.
Is this terrain? Or?
Yeah, it got like a tape measure thing and some stuff.
Let's open that up.
Abe will open that up. I'm gonna keep going through the contents here. So here's all of the minis, which we'll have to open up here in a second, but they come in their own plastic baggie. We've got some cards. Each model, or each unit, I guess, has its own cards, and they'll have their stats as well as the damage rolls, what you need to damage them, and things like that. So we're not going to get into the combat mechanics too much. We again, go watch the demo that we did for Wrath of Kings if you want to learn how to play the game. But each unit has its own stat cards and things like that. They're pretty cool. Set those to the side. Full color. Here's all the bases. So that's cool. And we've got the wound counters here as well. And a bunch of D10s. This is a D10 system.
This is a D10 system,
yeah,
right?
So it's kind of a big deal. And then just this vacuum plastic thing for all the components. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and take a look at that punch-out thing that kind of got punched out.
Right. So this is already mostly punched out, unfortunately.
Right.
We've got a couple little measuring sticks.
Sure. These are walls?
These are, we've got walls. It comes with 3 of these walls, which are, there's some kind of size system in the game because these are size 1 obstacles.
Yeah, that's just the wall sizes, again, like Abe says, there's a size.
We've got a pond, which is rough 2, but does not block line of sight.
Right, so you can actually move through that, slow you down a little bit.
2 hedgerows.
Yep,
which are rough 1, size 2.
Yep. Better for blocking line of sight and slows your movement down a little bit.
And we've got a large statue, which is impassable in size 5. So
move over that unless you have a special.
Yeah, this is actually really cool terrain for like a starter boss. So
yeah, exactly.
To do something pretty simple.
Yeah. Again, it's these things are flat, so that makes it super easy to play on. But you've got the basic shapes and ideas of what they do. Plus, it has the little rules on them for quick reference. So I really like that. Again, like Abe said. For a starter box, this is really
cool. Yeah. I don't know how the normal terrain for this game is set up.
Yeah.
It actually only comes with, these are all the rules it comes with.
Tutorial scenario.
So it's got a little tutorial scenario, and then it's got just a really basic
quick start.
Yeah, I don't know how complex the actual normal rules for this game
They're really not. A lot of the rules, if you can hand me a card, hand me the Ashman card, here we go. A lot of the rules on the car, that's the Hakar is like the leader of that unit. So you have like the swordsman, which is like the basic unit,
Right.
and he's like the unit upgrade. Kind of, it's not exact, but basically these are the damage rolls that you need to hurt the guy, and then these are the the defense chart, not the damage roll.
Right.
So when you attack the model, that chart talks about what happens on the attack, basically.
Okay.
And you've got like stuff like movement, defense, wounds, and I forgot what the willpower is like. Like if he can do stuff.
Okay. And
So
there's
like it's other things reference that. And there's on the back has all the special abilities. It actually talks about the size, which is a size 2, the base, which size base it is, and things like that. So a size, I don't think a size 1 blocks size 2.
Sure.
Things like that.
makes
But
sense,
it's all in
yeah.
the rules too.
Yeah.
I might be getting that backwards. I'm not 100% sure on that, but
Yeah,
I'm pretty
so then we
sure.
got really just
Yeah.
basic combat rules, movement rules, and a little overview of the factions.
Yeah.
This has actually will tell you about the terrain, and what each side. That's kind of cool. I like how each side has their own kind of motivation. They call it their own.
Yeah, and that's actually in the big core rule book, which we have but not with us right now. But
you can see they got a picture of that.
And actually, they just came out with a second edition of the rules.
Okay.
So this is like the new updated
the new
version of that.
version,
So.
yeah.
And it doesn't invalidate the old one, but they cleaned up some of the layout, I would say.
Okay.
And made it a little bit easier to kind of pick up and play. The last one was really cool because it was in a narrative style. So each chapter had a chapter on each faction, but it was following the story. It was really cool.
Oh,
the way
that's
they
cool.
did it.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
But
that's
it was a little
interesting idea.
confusing if you just wanted to read like I just want to learn about the
rule.
Nazier.
Right.
Well, I got to read their chapter, but I don't know the rest of the story, so I've got to read that. But
Okay.
but
So
yeah,
this is pretty basic, but gets you playing, and that's the point. Yeah.
exactly. This is perfect for 2 players to jump right in. Again, we're not going to go over all the mechanics, just to show you guys. It's all in here, ready to go. Let's go ahead and cut real quick, and we'll take a look at some of the miniatures.
All right.
We're going to start with the Goritsi, the werewolf faction here, and I just want to point this out real quick. You actually get a couple more of these hounds. We didn't open them all up because we just want to show off an example of kind of each model. But these are pretty cool sculpts, man.
Yeah. Multi-part, but they don't appear to be posable or with any really options in them.
Yeah, but they go together super easy. For
Right.
instance, they have the lock and key system kind of. Here's the shield breaker, for instance. Here's the torso, here's the legs. It's pretty idiot proof. They actually go right together, and you can see I haven't used any glue, and it just pops right together. And you could I would definitely recommend gluing that, but you could probably play without it.
Yeah, some of these could almost just
Snap right together.
The basic part. I mean.
Yeah, which is cool. And we have the shield breaker right here. This kit. We've got the Scourge Hound up here, which again you get a second one of those. But we haven't opened that one. And then, what is that? Scorza Alpha? Sorry if I'm trying to read the card from here, but you get 2 of those, which these guys are really cool looking too. You will have to clip and clean these models. They are plastic. They're not resin, which is an interesting choice, but the detail on these is really impressive.
Yeah, there is some really nice detail on them.
Yeah, this guy's got abs on his abs. So, but yeah, it's a pretty cool little kit. This is really neat. Really neat. Here's the arm. So the arm goes in. And again, because of that lock system, you can't really get it backwards or anything. Whoop. But you can see it just pops right in there. And really cool looking kit. Love the detail on these werewolf models. All the muscles you can see them and everything like that. Like it's really, really awesome sculpts.
So I mean, here's this guy, and he's
pretty much got them built over there.
Yeah, the arms won't stay in without some glue.
Yeah, that's the skirmisher there as well.
But
yeah, but with
that's actually a 3-part.
Oh wow,
that's 3 parts right there, and that stays together fine without any glue.
Wow.
So you can kind of
see what they would look like.
Yeah, see a bit of that there
once you're finished. That's really good, man.
Yeah.
No glue.
No glue, right? That hand. This is a separate piece too.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice
that.
So
I put that right in there, and that stays pretty good. So just a little bit of glue.
Yeah.
I like that lock and key model.
Yeah.
One of the things I love about it is that I want to glue it, but when I put glue on it, I don't have to hold it for
exactly.
like 5 minutes while it sets. You're just all right, well we're done now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really cool.
One of the downsides to that is you don't get to do custom poses.
You don't get to do custom poses.
But
it's pretty hard to pull apart if you ever wanted to pull them apart.
True. On the flip side, this is a skirmish game, so most of the time you're not going to need more than one, maybe two of the same model.
Right.
Depending on the faction. For the werewolves specifically, for the Ashkar, the Ashmen, they're a little different because they're generic swordsmen, but that's kind of the vibe you want to go with. But overall, like really impressed with the sculpts on the models. I like the lock and key system. I like the material too. It's not. I want to say it's just plastic. I'm pretty convinced this is just plastic.
It feels just pretty normal.
It's not like PVC. This is hard plastic as well, so it's not like it's not bendy at all, like that. You can hear it when I drop it. Like it's got some heft to it. It's not like gonna bounce anywhere.
Yeah, we got some pretty cool like weapons. Like this guy's got his weird arm blades. This guy's got a giant axe.
Axe thing.
Like there's some pretty obvious.
It is a huge axe, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
So what's cool about this, again, the system in general, is each unit's going to have its own damage track thing that you're going to roll to see if you can hurt it, the defense thing. All their stats are on the card. Everything you need to play the specific model or unit is going to be on their card, and then any special abilities is on the back. It's going to tell you about ranks, base size, all the good stuff, any special abilities for that as well. So really cool models. They're going to be on the bigger bases, which I think Abe is grabbing one right now.
Yeah,
this is a 50 mil.
The only kind of weird thing about this, there's no inset on the base or anything?
Yeah.
Or is he supposed to have an inset?
No, that's it is a strange kind of base system.
Because we got these little pegs on there.
Yeah.
So I think actually, if you look at some of the pictures,
you
can
get really fancy with the bases, is what they kind of want you to do.
Yeah, get some
and then like pin the bases with they actually have, like Abe pointed out, they have like pegs here for the feet. So if you want to do corkboard, exactly.
Yeah, and put it in there, then they would stand right on there, and you could do a nice
scenic bases.
Scenic base.
So,
yeah.
Or if you wanted to get crazy and do like water effects or something, that's another idea.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's pause real quick. We're gonna take a look at the Ashmen right now. Here are the Nazier models. Again, some of the Ashmen here, the Longhorn and the Rathor up here. These are pretty cool looking as well.
Yeah. So you've got
you actually put that one together.
I put this one. Well, actually, this is all one piece. The only part that I put on this is this horn here.
Wow.
So yeah, some of these are kind of big cast. I guess the Nazier break down into like your kind of generic swordsman, the Ashmen, and then they've got their kind of monster guys that go with them.
Right.
So this is the Longhorn.
For obvious reasons,
it's
called
the
Longhorn.
Yeah. And he fits together pretty well. You can put that horn in there. That horn needs some glue.
You can see the detail. I'm just really impressive.
Yeah. Lots of detail. These are going to look great. I think we're going to get Gentle Ben to paint some up.
Right? Yeah. I think Ben's actually got some painted up already.
So
I like this the Rathor real quick.
Sometime.
Like this is an actual like his censer that he's carrying, right? On a staff. And this was cool. Like this is actually supposed to go in there like an actual.
And it fits.
Yeah, it actually fits, which is kind of neat. You don't see that very often. But if you wanted to replace this with like a brass rod just to make it more stable, you could totally do it really easy because it's already got the hole drilled in the hand.
But this is got the little prongs that go on it.
Yeah. Right. And this is another one of those models that goes together super easy. Same lock and key kind of methodology here. There's that. This is let's see, that leg goes in here. You can see there. I don't even have instructions, and I'm figuring this out. It's super easy.
And this is the most complex model we've seen, I think.
Yeah.
The set, right? I mean, this is like a good 15 pieces or something.
I don't know if it's that many, but it's counting all the little doodads that come off.
Doodads.
Yeah. Let's try at least 10 or so. But yeah, you take that off there. You can see it goes together super easy. Ideally, you'd want to go back and clean off some of the flash, and then the helmet goes right there. You'd want to clean off some of the flash and things like that.
The other way.
Oh, other way?
Because that's where the horns go.
Oh, thanks.
Those aren't eyes. Yeah. It looks like eyes, but those are actually where these horns.
I was wondering why it didn't fit quite in there.
Yeah.
That would have been embarrassing. But yeah, it wasn't fitting quite right, and now it totally fits.
Yep.
But you can see, clipping, cleaning these guys is a piece of cake. I like where they did the cuts as well, because it hides the mold lines really well. Like along that fabric, you're not going to see once you glue it. It's going to look like the fabric.
They're very well thought out.
Yeah. So whoever cut these guys off, the sprues or whatever you want to call them. Same deal with the Ashmen Swordsman. Very simple model. I like that these guys are more realistic scale.
Yeah. And
then these guys are more of like, not cartoony, but I don't know what it's called, heroic scale maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but they're much larger than life, bigger characters, whereas the swordsmen are just dudes. that will chop you up. I remember playing around with this faction, just specifically the Ashman swordsman. As a unit, they're really scary. So,
okay, yeah.
They're pretty cool. And then again, for
like
each one of these,
two-handed swordsman, so that makes sense.
yeah, exactly. Again, for the unit, or for the unit itself, it's got all the special rules on the back, just like all the other ones, and all the stats on the front. So if you want to play, just jump right in there. Again, we saw the rules, only really a 2-pager intro rule set. Really easy to learn, and again, all the special rules on the back of the card, so it's easy to get into this game. These guys actually have their own little sprues as well.
Yeah, you got tiny little sprues that come with it. I mean, for small models, they're slightly complex. You got a lot of like horns you got to stick in there.
Yeah, on the back of the model there, you see the little, but they have slots for them.
Actually, that's the head there.
Yep. That's a mask that goes on.
Yep.
So.
But then, I think it's funny because you keep on. I don't know if you can see, but you got a lot of these limbs like this that have. Same with this guy here.
Yeah.
Same idea where that looks like eye slots, but there's actually where horns.
Right. That's where their horns go.
Yeah, this guy looks like he has really big eyes.
But he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's got little horns on his helmet.
So cool models, cool little
models,
game.
Cool game. I think it's a pretty nice little intro set to just slide right in.
Yeah, this is great with the way that those things are and that little sheet. Like that's exactly what I would hand to someone at a convention, right?
Oh yeah.
To be like, hey, play this game for 30 minutes. Oh, I like this game. I want to go buy the rule book. Like that's the perfect intro thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it keeps these cheap. You don't have to have the whole rule book in it.
Absolutely not. Like it's a good little starter set. Again, that is the Honor and Treachery, the Battle for Ravenwood starter set. Cool mini or not. I know you can get it online. We got this at Gen Con. I don't know if it's in stores quite yet, but I don't know when you're watching this video, so it could be in the future. So,
could be in the past.
Could be in the past. I don't know how that works. Time's weird. Time's relative. Anyway, go check it out. This has been another BoLS unboxing. I'm AdamHarry.
And I'm Stable Abe.
Thanks for watching.